All right, this is Latosha Daniels, right there. That you see right there. She had an affair with a pastor named Pastor Perry. Originally, she went to the pastor for counseling. She was in the process of a divorce, and she goes to the pastor for counseling. On the second visit, the second counseling session, they became intimate and had sex. Mind you, he's a pastor. Okay, let's get into it. So everything is good. He's having an affair on his wife. She's indulging in an affair. He told her that, mind you, this is after the fact, but then he tells her that the wife is okay. She gets scared. She would start asking questions about the wife. He tells her the wife is okay with their affair because they have an open relationship. Pastor Perry said this. All right, so mind you, she's a therapist. She's a behavior therapist, and she has her own business, a successful woman, has a PhD. Let's move on. I'm just laying out the facts. I don't want anybody to give anybody an opinion. I'm just laying out the facts. Long story short, they go on trips, they, enjoying each other, and then Pastor Perry one day just tries to get her involved in extracurricular activities, threesomes and things of that nature. She denies him. Said that's not her cup of tea. Okay. He leaves it alone. They keep with this relationship going on under the nose of the first lady. Relationship keeps going on. Then one day, Pastor Perry just says, no, he's done. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm done with the relationship. Now I want to think about my call on my pulpit. Pastor Perry does all this through a text. Mind you, every time they communicated, they never communicated through text message or anything that could be documented. They always communicated through disappearing apps, disappearing messages. Now Instagram has with disappearing messages, or Snapchat has with disappearing. That's how they communicated. All right. Latosha, a behavior specialist, behavior therapist, rather, decides she wants to kill herself. He broke her heart. She wants to kill herself. She drives to where he's at and has a knife, attempts to kill herself. He takes the knife from her, talks her out of killing herself, tells her everything is okay. They go back to how everything was, back to having a relationship. He breaks it off again. She tries to kill herself again. Now she goes to a park that's important to her and Pastor Perry, and also has significant meaning to her and her ex-husband. Right. But on the way to the park, she takes the exit to Tennessee from where she's at, which is a 3-hour drive from Tennessee. She drives to where Pastor Perry's at again. Says she's gonna kill herself again. Pastor Perry is with his wife. They're on an outing. She shoots the pastor 5 times and shoots the wife in her shoulder. The wife is trying to get away. Shoots the wife in her shoulder. Gets locked up. They charge her with 2nd-degree murder. She gets charged with 2nd-degree murder. And she's claiming crime of passion. He broke my heart is what she said. Okay. I don't want to focus on the facts that don't matter. What I want to focus on is the spiritual aspect of what transpired. This is gonna be a little lengthy. I'm gonna keep it under like 7 minutes, but I want to focus on the spiritual aspect of what transpired in this situation. Let's start with the pastor, because he has more of a counting to do with the Lord. Mind you, she's in the church, she's a believer, but he has a certain level of accountability. We're gonna start with him first. So the Pastor Perry, he's in the pulpit. He has a responsibility to uphold the laws, to uphold the righteousness of Christ, and to treat every woman, mind you, he's married, but he has a responsibility to treat every woman as a sister. This is scriptural. You treat every woman as a sister. You don't have sex with your sister. Okay, let's move on. He allowed lust to fester in his heart. He answered the call for lust. He answered the call that broke his marriage. He betrayed the covenant of marriage, the sacredness of marriage. He betrayed that. So he lost his covering. He's no longer covered by the grace of God. Let's go to Latosha. She's claiming insanity and all this other jazz that I just don't. What are we talking about here? First off, second degree murder is a little light for 5 shots and you shot the wife. Crime of passion. Okay. Latosha, a lot of people would say that she was used, but you are a PhD holder. You are a mental health therapist. You have a degree in extensive training in this area. You were not fooled. You were a willing participant. First of all, you broke up. You didn't break up, but you had a part in defiling a marital bed. That was when you first allowed sin into your heart. And then once he broke up with you, bitterness erupted in your spirit. See, bitterness is the devil's playground. The devil loves bitter people. Now that you allow that bitterness to fester in, now these spirits you give them access to play around with your emotions. And they're whispering things to you, pushing you off the edge, and you find these thoughts are yours. Bitterness. Do not allow bitterness. The Bible says, be angry, but do not let the sun fall down in your anger. Bitterness. That's what the devil has a foot in your life. He has a stronghold because of that. He loves bitter people. They're so malleable. They're the easiest to use. Those spirits, let's call it what it is. It's not. She didn't have a mental health breakdown. That's the problem with this world right now. We call everything a disease. She was influenced by demons to go kill that pastor. That pastor was influenced by demons to break up his marital bed. And you know what happens? The pastor's dead, and she's lost her life. She got 20 years, which is light, but she got 20 years. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. What has he done? He's stolen her freedom from her. The pastor's dead. He's dead. He's killed. He destroyed the marriage, and he destroyed two people's lives, 3 people's lives: the wife, the family of the pastor, and Latosha's life is down the drain. She's like 40 years old, so when she gets out, she'll be 60. It starts off with a small sin, small compromise, and it grows. And it grows, and then it festers, then it ferments, then it rises like bread. After it ferments, it rises, and then the cake is baked. I hope you learned a lesson from this. Be blessed.